Hello, Gary Hernandez here, and welcome to Cane Self-Defense with Master Gary Hernandez. A lot of people are asking how to use an umbrella similar to a cane if they happen to have an umbrella with it when it's storming. Now, I've done videos before on this, but I did tell somebody I would do a new one just to give you a really quick view of what you would do. Now, basically, in a nutshell, you're going to have two kinds of umbrellas. You can have full one and the smaller half one. Now, your umbrella is not much different in length than your cane. It really isn't. Now, this happens to be the unbreakable umbrella, and people, you could go online and read all about this. They run for anywhere from $100 or more, depends where you buy it from, plus shipping. This was sent to me from a company in Germany that wanted me to review it, and I did that on one of my YouTube channels. It's a good umbrella. I like it, but it's a costly one. Now, in a nutshell, you're going to do every technique you see me do with a cane. 98% can be done with your umbrella, especially if you have one that's not going to break. But let's just take this unbreakable one out of the equation because not everybody has this. Let's just toss it down. And let's grab a regular, standard, traditional umbrella you can buy anywhere. The length's pretty much going to be almost the same as the cane, just a little bit, maybe an inch shorter. But you can do the same thing. And when you're training, when you're using your swings or you're doing your blocks, go ahead and do that while you're practicing, and then grab your umbrella and do the same thing in case you happen to have your umbrella. Now, obviously the difference is your cane's going to be a lot stronger and faster to wheel than your umbrella. But I'm going to show you a couple of techniques real fast. Mr. Bob's going to give me a hand again. It's like the same thing. He starts to step in, I can strike him in the groin, and I give him a quick bayonet strike. He's coming at me, he throws a swing, I can still block it, and I can strike him. Now granted, this basic umbrella you can buy at Target will probably take a couple good hard swings before it starts to bend. So between one or two swings, I better do something quick. I could also, if he starts to swing a knife or something, I have that reach to smack it, and then I can hit him. I can rifle strike. Again, anything you do with your cane, you can do with this. Just remember, you're not going to have as many hits with this as you would that. If he grabs a hold of me, same thing. I could bring this up around, and the horn or crook, how I'm going to put it up here on a cane, I'm going to do the same thing. Push down, and I can smack him. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to use leverage. From here, as I bring this here, and if he's got a good grip, and let's say I can't bring this down real good, I'm going to take my body as I'm pushing down, I'm going to step. That's going to give me torque and leverage right there. It's going to help me bust the grip, and I can strike him. Over here, sir. He grabs. Grab that side so you can see what I'm doing. Right here, that hand goes up. I'm going to get behind him. Notice what I did with my umbrella. I'm going to use the handle, which this is a plastic handle. I'm going to bring it up right on this bone. As that hand goes up, I break it, and then I can strike. So now I'm using this also. It's hard plastic, but again, it's not wood. But it's going to allow me to do things. I do have reach, like my cane. So all my bayonet strikes are going to work. My strikes are going to stun him. It may not have the power unless I catch him with this end. Boom. So basically, I'm going to be able to do that. Now, over here, if he was to throw a kick, same thing, boom, and then I can strike. Again, it'll take about a kick or two, but it'll start to fold this. Now, when you've got an umbrella that's really stronger, you can obviously do more. Now, some umbrellas, you have to open them up this way, and some have a push button. Now, from here, this one's closed. I can also use this to distract him. So he's sitting here starting to come toward me. As he does that, and then I can kick. So I open it up, shove that in his face, Yes, he's gonna grab it, he's gonna grab onto it, but as he does that, I'm either gonna kick him, punch him, or if I have a weapon, I can pull it. So I can use it for a distraction. If I don't have one that has a button, I simply will open it quickly, just real fast in their face, and then I can have my gun, knife, or punch, or whatever I want to do. So I can use it for distraction. Now, again, same thing you can do with a cane. Smaller one. Smaller umbrella. For those of you that carry that, if you've trained in Hapkido and stuff, you're familiar with a dambang, short fighting stick. Now, I'm going to show you real quick what you can do with this one. Now, this one here is small. It doesn't have the reach, which means I'm closer, so as he comes into me, I got to stun him with it. Now, if he's throwing a swing, I'm going to catch that wrist and move and stun him in the face. It will stun him. If he gets a hold of me, same thing, I'm going to bring it up, push it, and boom. Now, I'm going to show you something you can do with the horn. Start on this side. He's got a grip. I'm going to bring this up, and with this, I'm going to push it. Now, look where I'm at. I'm going to push it down, and then I'm going to strike in the face. So I'm using it like a mini horn or crook on a cane. So what I'm doing, he grabbed my wrist, right? Now, I can bring this around and smack him in the face. I'll show you that one slowly. That hand went up. I don't want to be on this side. So what I'm going to do is simply come here and rotate it real slow. Bring it up, rotate it, smack him in the face. He's got a hold of me. Bring it up, move it, use my horn to bring that hand down, bend his body, and strike him in the face with this hard end here. So you can use the smaller portion of your cane, or I'm sorry, smaller portion of an umbrella, those half umbrellas to fight with, as well as using a full umbrella, just like a cane. So I suggest when you practice with your cane, whatever umbrella you have, take some time and practice with that in case you're carrying that out instead of your cane because you're worried about rain. So again, the only difference you're gonna have is your umbrella's probably not gonna hold up to impact like your cane would, unless you happen to have one of those unbreakable umbrellas like this. So hopefully that technique helped, or those techniques help. Gary Hernandez, thank you, and I will see you guys very soon.